Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the London Silver Bullet for September 27th. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the Kraken Silver Bullet Indicator. And it is free in our Discord. In the description below this video, you'll find how to get access to the free Discord, how to join. And then in there, you'll be able to look at the Kraken channel and get access to the Kraken Silver Bullet Indicator. It is free for those in our Discord group. So let me just turn this on. And what I'm looking for right now, here's where the London Silver Bullet session starts. I'm looking for draws on liquidity. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down. The previous day high and low are already marked. They're not in this range, so I'm not really worried about it. So let's look at the Asian session. Let's turn that on. Okay, the Asian session high is right here. So it's already been taken out. Okay, so I'll turn the low off and see it puts the price here, Asian high. So let's look at the New York Killzone. Let's see where that's at. If that's even on here. If it doesn't show up down here, then it's not. There's the New York Killzone. It is way up there. So let's see if it scrolled back and see if that's been taken out yet. Okay. So let's go back here. 7 to 10. So the New York Killzone was taken out already, so we don't need that on there. Asian session. That's the sell side. Let's see. Okay, AM session is still has not been taken, that liquidity. So what I'm doing is I'm turning these on, and it's marking out. This indicator will mark out the AM session from 9:30 to noon Eastern time. Okay, it'll mark out the high and the low. Okay, so what it did is it took the high and the low from 9:30 to noon, and it marked out the high. There's your AM buy side liquidity, and it gives you the price, right? And it has the low, AM sell side liquidity. There's the price. Obviously, we took out sell side in the PM session, so I'm not interested in seeing that on the chart anymore because that's been taken. Okay, I'm leaving the Asia high because I want to show you that it was just recently taken. Okay, now let's go with New York lunch. It'll be the New York lunch here. So there's the New York lunch hour or time from noon to 12 or 1:30. There's the high. So New York buy side liquidity. Here's the sell side liquidity. It's been taken just recently. I mean, end of yesterday. Took it out. So we don't need the low. It was taken. Let's look at the PM side. That's going to be down here. So PM side is same as previous day at low for that one. And then buy side was just taken. PM session buy side was just taken. Okay, so I'm going to leave those on. I'm going to take off the low because that's also the previous day low right there, and you have the price there. Okay. All right, so this tells us our draw on liquidity, and where do we get this from? Well, ICT says in his Silver Bullet video that there's framework for the silver bullets, right? So you need to find the main emphasis is determining the next most likely draw on liquidity. So he has the framework for his silver bullets. The previous daily high and low. That's on here. We have it on here with a line, previous day. Previous session, we just went through all the sessions and see what sessions highs and lows have been taken out and what are still have liquidity above or below them. So we have our draws and liquidity now. Previous week high and low, here's your previous week. It's been taken out several times. It's just still showing on the chart. And then return to current old new week opening gap or expansion away from current or old new week opening gap. There's no new week opening gaps in this range right now, so I'm not really concerned about that. And then classic ICT, optimal trade entry, and confluence of the 22 YouTube mentorship model. Those you have to know how those work. But we have 1 through 5 on the Kraken Silver Bullet Indicator. Okay, so let's go back here and let's just look. I know that everyone's going to ask me why this is, but I want to show you this now. You have this came back down all the way down here, and it's coming back up, right? For me, this is a really ugly looking market maker model. Okay, we're on the buy side of the curve. This was the sell side of the curve. Smart money reversal. Now we're looking. So my target right now would be New York lunch. Yes, we've just taken buy side liquidity in Asian high, and we took out buy side liquidity on the PM session high. So could we come back down here and take out some other lows? Absolutely. Asian low wasn't marked. So there's Asia low right there. So we can come back down here because we already took by liquidity, but I'm looking at it as the market maker model, as sell side of the curve, buy side of the curve. So if I get a opportunity to go long here, I would take it. I would be looking for, ideally for this hour, I'd want the, ideally I'd want some liquidity to be swept first for sell side, and then a market structure shift, and then to go long. That's ideally what I'm aiming for. So let's go candle by candle. I'm going to buy and sell here and see what happens. Wow, a very aggressive move. So sell side obviously was just taken right there. Whoa. Sorry about that. We were at lightning speed here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's go back. Okay, I still need a market structure shift for here. So no damage, no harm, no foul on that. Sorry about that. It's my fault. I hit the wrong button. You do have a fair value gap right here, but I need a market structure shift, and so for me it's right here, right? Because we did break this structure here. So to go long again, I need this broken. So I'm not doing anything until that's broken. Okay, finally. Okay, so before someone asks, I usually get this in the comments, wait a minute, why isn't this a market structure shift, and why aren't we taking this fair value gap here to go short? Well, I just explained it to you. Our narrative was market maker model, aiming for the high. Okay, so I'm not looking for this low to be taken right now because I'm so close to closing out this. I'm looking for this. This is a much closer draw than the Asian low draw is. Okay, so this is 6 handles away. This is 20 handles away from current price. 15 handles away from current price. So that's why I'm not looking for the Asian low. I'm looking for this to get taken out first, and then maybe later in the day we'll take out the low. I don't know. But right now that's what I'm looking for. And so our long-term narrative was bullish here because we're looking for close out the market maker model. So this doesn't trip me out. This is a good opportunity for like a turtle soup entry. Didn't take it. Market structure shift right here. So now we're going to see if we have a fair value gap and something for us to take this trade. Okay, so we do have a fair value gap right there. Wow. Okay. So for me, I'd take this. If it comes in here, I'd take this because it's in, for me, it'd be in a discount to go long. If you pulled it from here, it's equilibrium basically is in discount. Why am I not pulling it from this part? Because for me, that would be this range right here. Then we had to pull back here, and so from this low to this high, I would take it. So that's how I'd pull it for me. So for me, this is in discount. If I take it, I will take an entry if it goes in that. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to buy 2 there. I put my position in. Where am I aiming for? You got to aim for, your target's got to be at least 5 handles. I'm aiming for this buy side liquidity. So that's what I'm aiming for. I just merely went below this candle, and 2 handles. You could go lower to 1.75, but 2 is probably good. And will I take a partials? Probably when it gets up here, I would. It's 60% like normal. So let's move this down to 1. Okay. To me, this is the last consolidation before the aggressive move up. That's what I'm hoping that is. At least that's what I'm expecting. It's got to go a little bit higher than that for 60%. That would have been great. That would have closed me out at 60%, but trading view, I got to have a candle close. So I need a little bit higher than that. One more. A little bit more than that. I'll take it. All right, so we'll sell 1 there. Where would we move our trailing stop? Our trailing stop would be right here. Well, actually, it would be right here. If I was using this, I'm not using this. I'm using where our entry would have been on the top of the fair value gap. Obviously, just hit the New York lunch. It just got taken right there. All right, let's flatten there. Okay, so that one would have taken us out right there. Let's get this past a little bit. Okay. Take off the position here. All right, so our narrative, when we started, our narrative, let me slide this over so you can see what those are. Our narrative was to fulfill a market maker model, which was, in fact, the New York lunch buy-side liquidity. So that was our closer target, our closer drawn liquidity than the Asian low was, right? So our 2 targets that weren't taken yet was Asian low and New York buy-side lunch buy-side liquidity, right? And even though we took out Asia high and the PM buy side liquidity, you're looking for a reversal to take out opposing sell side liquidity. That's correct. However, our draw was still closing long term the market maker model. I do expect the Asian low to be taken out at some point here, but not during this hour. In this hour, I'm expecting the lunch buy side to be taken, which it kind of did right after this hour, because it's closer, right? The draw is closer, and it fulfilled a long-term, higher time frame market maker model. So that's what we were looking for. So when price came down here, this is merely just taking sell side liquidity to go long for this last push. The market can't continue just to keep rising without taking some liquidity down here. People would have moved their stop here. They would aggressively move their stop here when it was up here. So they just took that sell side out to go long. And that's what we took. And when we had a market structure shift, just to confirm our entry, we needed this to be taken out, which it did here. We pulled our fib from this swing high to this swing high, found our fair value gap that was in equilibrium, and we took our trade. We did trail our stop after we took break even and take partials and then break even, and then we got our TP target up here. Okay, so that is your London Silver Bullet for Wednesday, September 29th, using the Kraken Silver Bullet Indicator that really helps you with the draw on liquidity. So join the Discord group so you can get the free indicator.